There is no central. 2011. Somebody took it down. Morning,
for watching. Bitcoin is
very peaceful.
good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Real Bitcoin's here to stay, and you need to be a part of it.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is Da Vinci Jeremy. I'm here in Ukraine at the Fairmont Hotel. I'm going to just show you. It's a nice snowy day here in Kyiv, Ukraine. And I am enjoying myself here in Ukraine. And it's definitely a beautiful city that you must check out one day in your lifetime. I'm going to be talking about how to have diamond hands or hold for the long term or hodl for the long term. It's the easiest thing to do, but it's also the hardest thing to do. Why is that? Why is it both simultaneously the easy thing to do and the hard thing to do? Well, it's because most people they only invest for the short term. They don't invest for the long term. They're afraid of price fluctuation, and it's understandable because what you're doing is you're investing money that you probably have a short-term outlook for. And what I mean by that? Well, for example, some people would invest their rent money or their emergency fund, and when prices don't go up, they have to sell to pay the rent or to cover some sort of emergency. And what you need to do, right? What you need to do is use money that you're going to use in the long-term future, for your retirement, for when you are actually rich, for example. That's when you're supposed to actually hold that money for that point in time. Now, that's easier said than done, of course, right? Because um, my family members have all bought Bitcoin when it was around $1. They had hundreds of Bitcoins, yet none of them are rich today. Why is that? Well, it's because they had some sort of emergency, and instead of looking for other ways to save or to get some other money, actually, to get other money together to cover that emergency, they decided to sell their Bitcoin. Or maybe they wanted something. They wanted something like a car or a house or whatever, and they sold their Bitcoins early. In fact, most of my family members sold their Bitcoins around $100 and are regretting it today. Now, that is the reason why people will never see a large amount of wealth, even though they've invested early in Bitcoin. You're still early to the game, and you can still see massive gains. It'll take a little bit more time, but you can still gain massive amounts of wealth with Bitcoin. For those who don't know what diamond hands are, I'm going to define it. Basically, it means that your hands are made of stone, the hardest stone on the planet, and that's a diamond, right? Also, the hodl came from somebody accidentally misspelling hold, and that's why we have the term hodl with Bitcoin. Now, once again, to have the diamond hands, right, you're going to have to save money, save Bitcoin for the long term. And the reason why you want to do that and hold it for the long term, because it's going to be money, because it's 1,000 times better than what we're using today. And if you don't know that, why it's 1,000 times better, I have another video that explains it all, right? Links are in the top. There's a link here or somewhere in the description below on that video. Now, if you hold just 0.028 Bitcoin, you will be in the top 10% of the most wealthiest people on the planet when Bitcoin becomes money. Why is that? Well, because there's only going to be 21 million Bitcoins. And how many millionaires are there? Only there's about 44 million millionaires. That's an underestimate, actually. There's actually a lot more that people are not reporting. There's so that means since there's only 21 million, right? And on top of that, they estimate anywhere from 3 to 7 million bitcoins are lost forever, meaning that somebody has lost their private keys, or throughout their bitcoins and they're gone forever. They're still there, but just nobody can move them. Those bitcoins have been lost forever, so meaning there's even less. So that means that there's very few bitcoins left for you to buy. Now, a lot of people think, well, what happens if all the millionaires buy up all the bitcoin? How am I going to get any? Well, the economy could run on fractions of bitcoins. For example, a whole world economy couldn't run on just one bitcoin because bitcoin is a digital asset. It means it's divisible by many, many parts. And I know that many people would think that divisibility means that there's actually more of something, and that's not true, right? Given the example of this woman who mentioned that she didn't want she didn't want 12 slices of one pizza pie. She wanted 8 because she felt she wouldn't be able to eat 12 pieces of pizza when they were cut into 12 slices instead of 8. She could eat 8, but not 12 because she's gonna be fat. Yeah, it's a true story. Links of that video is in the description. A very famous video, very funny video, and you might laugh, but a lot of people fall into that trap. They take this divisibility into many means that it's creation of more. It doesn't create more. There's still going to only be one Bitcoin if it's divided, no matter how many pieces. Even billionaires have trouble with this. Peter Schiff once said that Bitcoin could be divided into 100 million parts, so that means there's actually trillions of them. That is incorrect. There's still only going to be 21 million Bitcoins. You could have smaller parts, and those smaller parts are called something else. For example, the smallest unit in Bitcoin is called a Satoshi. So that's 1/100 millionth of a Bitcoin, and it's not an actual Bitcoin. You have a part of a Bitcoin. Okay, so now that you understand that concept, you can see that just having a small percentage, like even $1,000 worth right now, will make you a very wealthy person once it becomes money. And I want to talk about what Michael Saylor said. When is it time, your time horizon for investing in Bitcoin? If you're going to invest in Bitcoin, a short time horizon is 4 years. A mid time horizon is 10 years. And the right time horizon is forever. So how do you know when it's time to sell? Well, in the meme with Bitcoin Morpheus, he said, when you're ready, Nito, you won't have to. Yes, you will not have to sell your Bitcoins for dollars. You'll be selling it to buy stuff at the grocery stores and everyday needs. That's when you know when it's time to use your Bitcoin and you're wealthy enough. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. What you will have to do is to be diamond hands to hold it for the point when it is actual money, because that's what it's going to be. Why is that? Well, we've mentioned that in an example video. So check that out and find out why it's going to be money, and there's no other recourse for Bitcoin. Everybody here watches my video because they want to become rich, right? They see me, Carl, Chris, and many others that are in this Bitcoin universe that are very well to do. And it can be done, right? There's many ways to do this. The most easiest way is obviously to just buy and hold. But once again, not everyone has what it takes to be rich, right? And you just need to do what's necessary, whether it is to start doing a YouTube channel and doing videos and and letting people know about Bitcoin, or is it to just buy and hold? But there's a lot of work involved, and you have to start saving your Bitcoin. The hardest part is the saving of the Bitcoin. So I want to know, what do you consider being rich? Do you have enough Bitcoin to be rich? Comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, because I'm going to be doing more of these videos, and soon I'll be talking about how to get yourself some Bitcoins, how to store them as well. So make sure you look out for these video series. It's very important that you learn all there is about Bitcoin, and so I am doing this set of series of videos so to educate the public. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to doing some more. Bye for now.